How can I effectively develop speaking skills in my ESL students? Well, my best practices I have used is that at the beginning of the course, I try to learn the names of my students. So there isn't a gap between teachers and students. So they feel comfortable in a safe and motivating environment. Another one is that I generally praise them when they do something well, saying like things like a good job, very good, excellent, well done, good, bad, etc. I also try give them an example of what they are going to do and ask them what they are going to do, so they can explain it to me in their own words and confirm they understood the activity of the instructions.
Some of the practices that I have used or that I have observed is that we can incorporate real life communication tasks. And this means that we have to implement the informal English that is probably that it is probably a kind of English that we do not see in a regular classroom, that we don't normally talk about it enough because it is informal English. We shouldn't talk about it, but I think it's really important to talk about it in our class because this way we motivate students to learn the real English, the English that is talked about in outside of the classroom, that is talked about online, that we talk about every day in our daily life. I think it's really important to understand how English works outside formal classes, outside of formal vocabulary. And this way we can help our students to feel more confident and feel more motivated.
Strategies to increase students' participation. I usually start the class with a game to reduce stress and engage them. Then I provide some background information on the topic so they can begin to understand what the class will be about. And I also assign a pair or a group task so they feel confident working together and expressing their ideas freely.
A strategy that that increases students' participations is to use collaborative digital tools. I think this helps a lot because I am an introvert person myself, or at least I used to be an introvert person, and I think by using digital tools can help students learn a lot. And I'm just gonna give an example. We can use voice messages, we can use voice recordings. What I mean by this is that we can help our students learn and help our students become better at something by doing voice recordings. So this can help us track our performance into how we have learned English and how we have improved in our confidence and in our speaking because we actually tracked and we saved the voice recording. And this also helps because we also implement there are some students that are really introvert. There are some students that are shy and they probably feel insecure about their pronunciation. They feel judged or they feel like their friends are gonna laugh about their pronunciation. And I think it's really important to also use another kinds of tracking or voice and or speaking skills. So this way, introvert students and probably a lot of students might feel even more confident to talk in a voice recording because they can, if they don't like their recording, they can do it again, and they can do it all over again by just doing a voice recording, and they can improve their confidence and their speaking skills because they are more confident into speaking by doing a voice recording because the only person that is gonna listen to that audio and your speaking skills is gonna be the teacher.
Activities that help build fluency, accuracy, and confidence. Well, to improve fluency, I give them a topic or a set amount of time to speak. To improve accuracy, I use control exercises where they use specific structures or replace words. And to build confidence, I use topics that interest them depending on their age.
talk about something we like. If we make our students talk about something they know, about a topic they know, it might be really easy to be better at speaking because it is something that they already know. They know probably everything about the thing they like, even if it's just a game or a book they like or a TV show. They're even gonna love to talk about something they like because everyone is listening and they can improve their confidence and they can also speak even more. They can be engaged into the lessons because they are speaking about something they actually know.
Challenges and how to overcome them. Students are often afraid of making mistakes or feel anxious when speaking. So it's best to create a welcoming environment and start with simple activities and gradually increasing the level of complexity. Another one is that generally students don't have a large vocabulary, so it's important to pre-teach the vocabulary to use in their activities. Another one is that sometimes there are strong students and weak students. So I pair them with one strong student and one weak student to balance the group.
I think some of the challenges and how to overcome them, there are many, but I think here the one that is the most important is the fear of being judged. Some students worry about classmates' reactions. That's why I always try to build a culture where you cannot really laugh about the other because trying to speak another language is hard enough for other people to be laughing about you. So I always try to remember the importance of speaking, even though people can be judging you or be laughing at you. I always try to build this culture where we all feel um, comfortable with others and with the whole classroom itself to not laugh about it because it is something really important for others to do better and to perform better speaking skills.